What's up, everybody? J Heat Sports Media coming at y'all again with that fire as always. Spitting the hot topics and getting the sports conversation started. Y'all know what I'm talking about. Football, basketball, and boxing. Let's get to it. All right, so it's fight night. Make sure y'all tune in. Alvarez, Saul Canelo Alvarez. The face of boxing in many people's opinion. And it's really not an opinion, it's a fact. Canelo has been that guy since Floyd Mayweather stepped away from the game. And while Gervonta Tank Davis has been on the upswing and is in that conversation, Canelo's that dude. And his career has been filled with great fight after great fight. A guy that has the best resume in boxing. Canelo Alvarez has 61 wins on his record, 39 knockouts. He's known for having a solid chin, a good boxing IQ, very skilled, and just a warrior in the ring overall. He fights the best of the best. Lately, he's been accused of picking his fights here and there as he's risen to the top and become the man in boxing. As he said, he can fight who he wants when he wants. And in some cases, that's cool. And he's definitely right by making that statement. But there are a couple fights we want to see him get into, and none of them are Edgar Berlanga. But this is a huge opportunity for Edward. Edward has 22 wins, 17 by way of knockout. He has 6'1" height, which gives him a nice height advantage on Canelo, who's a little under 5'8". Edward has a 73-inch reach. Canelo only has about a 70 and a half inch reach. So that's a decent enough reach for it to be noticeable as a difference. Not a huge difference, but a noticeable difference. Edward's a hard hitter. His chin has been questioned a little bit, although he's never lost. So we will see what happens here. My prediction is Canelo's going to have to get close to negate the height and the reach advantage. That's just boxing 101. You don't want to let Berlanga control the distance. Canelo's real good with his head movement. He likes to bob side to side, keep his head on a swivel. And when you do hit him, like I said, his chin is like granite. That's going to be what tells the tale. Berlanga, he's had some fights he's gone the distance in, but not with somebody as skilled as Canelo and as tactful as Canelo. He's going to work the body. He's going to come upstairs. He's going to make you move around the ring. He's going to test your endurance. Berlanga got some heavy hands. He's crushed some guys viciously before in the ring. And I'm sure the game plan, while he probably is saying he can go the distance and win the whole thing by decision, crushing Canelo and dropping him to his feet, which has never happened, is the key to victory for Edgar Berlanga. If this fight is won by Edgar Berlanga, it'll have to be over with inside of 8 rounds. I would say 6th or 7th round is when he'd have to try to stop Canelo if he can. I don't believe he will be able to. Once it gets past the 8th round, it's going to get ugly quickly, in my opinion. I am going to give Berlanga the benefit of the doubt and say that look in his eyes I've seen in these face-offs. And when I hear him talk, I believe him. I believe he wants this. This is his everything. This is his opportunity, his moment. He's trying to seize it, trying to capture it, and don't let it slip, like Eminem said. But this is a tall task, even though it's against a shorter man. This guy is for real in Canelo Alvarez, and he can't afford to have this be a blemish on his career. He's got 2 draws and 2 losses on his career. And he can't afford for Berlanga to be another one of those losses or draws, because he's just not the caliber of the guys that he's lost to or even had a draw with. So he's got to get this done. He kind of cherry-picked this, in my opinion, because we all know Benavidez is the one we want to see Canelo fight. He claims he wants that fight, but he's skeptical of Benavidez because he said he fights at 168, but then comes in the ring at 185, 190, as if Canelo didn't once go down in weight to fight guys a lot smaller than him and then come in the ring a lot bigger. But that's neither here nor there. I actually think Canelo and Benavidez will be a great fight. I'm not saying Benavidez going to wash Canelo or nothing. I just want to see it. But for Berlanga, this is a heck of an opportunity. And I'm going to watch it and stay tuned because both these guys got heavy hands, which means it should be exciting for even the novice boxing fans out there. Somebody going to sleep today. And I think it's Berlanga. I got Berlanga getting knocked out in the 10th round by a check hook or the uppercut. That's my guess. It'll probably be the one he don't see coming. So I'm going to go with the left hook for Canelo. I just don't really see how Berlanga wins this fight. But again, if he does, it's got to be inside of 8 rounds. If it goes past 8, I would be astonished if he wins the fight. And that's not to say Canelo couldn't put him to sleep before we get to the 8th round. I just think once we get to round 8, that's not even the championship rounds, but it'll be deep water for Berlanga at that point with the seasoned veteran that Canelo is. He's got age on his side when it comes to experience, but Berlanga's got youth on his side when it comes to age. Great fight. Check it out. All right, that's all the time I got. Y'all know what it is, and you know who you're looking for. J Heat Sports Media. Remember to like, subscribe, or get at me in the comments. Find me on YouTube, Instagram, X, and TikTok.